ornamented in geometric patterns. Erected in 1910, is a statue of the Duke of Devonshire, Spencer Compton, who was the mayor of Eastbourne. On the 30th of May 1874, it was announced that local resident William Burke was proposing to build a magnificent hotel with a 400-foot frontage at a cost of £50,000.
In the Doomsday Book, but it was then known just as Volvo. East was added in the 13th century. The Volvo stream itself has been diverted many times over the years to farms, coal water mills, and moving to supply brewery. Eastbourne was in the Middle Ages as a sheep farming area and thriving fishing centre. In 1555, the settlement was sold to three wealthy Sussex families: the Burtons, the Gildridges, and the Selvins, whose legacy can be seen throughout the town today by way of street names and features. An essay by Dr. Richard Russell in 1752 extols the medicinal benefits of the seaside. His views were of great advantage to the south coast, and Eastbourne became known as the Empress of watering places. By the mid-19th century, most of Eastbourne was owned by just two families. Most of the land owned by the Cavendish family was along the seafront, whereas the Gilbert family's land was generally slightly inland. We are now gradually climbing up the chalk downs, and it is this hill that the residents of Eastbourne can thank for keeping them sheltered from the worst high winds. The cliffs of Beachy Head face southwards, and therefore subject to severe southwesterly gales, and it's the constant erosion of the faces by these storms that maintains the magnificent whiteness of the cliff face. The coast is receded by up to 3 feet a year, and sometimes there's even a larger fall. In 2002, a large piece of Beachy Head's cliffs fell into the sea, and the debris from this is still visible today. Beachy Head cliffs have been eroding for the last 10,000 years, ever since the end of the last ice age. The chalk of Beachy Head and the surrounding area is made up of billions of tiny animal shells or cliffs, which can only be seen under a microscope. So small that you can fit around one pencil on the pin. You can also see thin bands of material. These are formed by a chemical process which dissolves the silica fragments. When sea creatures such as sponges die, they leave behind tiny silica fragments which engrain themselves into the chalk and form modules. Flint is one of the most useful rocks man has ever found. It's an extremely hard mineral, and when struck it breaks with a shell-shaped fracture with razor-sharp edges which can easily cut meat. If you find black or in farm stock, please ring the bell. For the top of Beachy Head, please stay on the bus. As we travel along the top of the downs, take a look at the distant lighthouse to the right across the landscape. It no longer functions as a lighthouse today, but has an interesting history. The new lighthouse was built in 1902 at the foot of the cliffs, rather risking their lives, the Parliament was petitioned to build a lighthouse as early as 1691. Parson Darby, a local rector, was so distraught by the dead top of sailors on the rocks that he made it his mission to single-handedly carve out a series of tunnels in the cliff face known as the Parson Darby Holes, leading to a cave 20 feet above the high water mark, from which he shot warning lights to help sailors. His grave may be seen in the Eastbourne Parish Church. Many locals say that you can see flats from the top of Beachy Head, but this is a myth, due to it being 68 miles south from here across the English Channel. The body of water that separates southern England from northern France, and usually credited as the busiest shipping area in the world. Beachy Head and the Seven Sisters are famous for their white chalk cliffs. We will pass the granite monument, which was erected in 2012 when it was airlifted to Beachy Head using an RAF Chinook helicopter. The 6-ton memorial is to men who died serving in Bomber Command. This area of headland over the cliff tops would have been one of the last sites seen by many airmen. It was the beacon at the top of Beachy Head that warned the population of the arrival of the Spanish Armada in 1588. This is the stop for the Beachy Head pub and the countryside centre. If you are leaving us here, please check with the driver for the times of the last buses, as we don't want you stranded here. Please also be aware that we only run in one direction along the downs, so you need to catch